Hey guys, in this video, I want to share how to get out of a sales rut, what often causes a sales rut, and a few other lessons that I learned working on Cole Gordon's team back in 2021 and 2022. Okay, so the main thing that I want to impart in this video is that there is a certain pattern that people get into that causes a rut. And so here's what it is. So let's say that you have your best record-breaking month in sales. For me, that was January 2022. I've told this story before. I could probably link it up here, but the long and short of it is I was really committed to hitting 30 sales. Until that, my best month was 24, and that literally came down to the very last call. It was like, I did it, yes, let's go. And I was pushing because in December, it was a horrible month. It was the first time I missed my projections, and on Cole's team, it's a really, really big deal when you miss your projections because we're all about that say-do ratio. If you say you're going to do it, you have to do it. There's no missing, okay? And I still carry that philosophy to this day. It's just as a side note. So anyway, I missed in December. So this month I was committed to hitting 30. Committed, okay? I didn't just want to hit 30. Now, most people, when they just want to hit something, they can take it or leave it. But for me, in my mind, when you're committed to something, that means you go all in. And there's no other option. When people ask me on the sales meeting, hey, Ben, are you going to hit 30 this month? I said, of course. Yes, it's going to happen. There's no uncertainty there. Even when there was 7 days left in the month and I needed 14 sales, which was a lot, most people maybe get 7, 8, maybe 9 in a week. They said, Ben, are you going to hit it? Every single day they ask you on the sales meeting, are you going to hit your projections? And I go, yes, I'm going to hit it. And I'm coming to the part about the ruts. So this is where the rut piece comes in. And so as soon as I hit 30, okay, that was my record month, they were like carrying me on their shoulders. And they're like, Ben, you're the God, you're the greatest ever. You're so handsome. Maybe I'm elaborating a bit, embellishing, if you will. But as soon as I hit 30, I said, my brain was like, wow, new normal, okay? New normal. This is where the danger comes in, okay? New normal, I'm going to hit 30 again this month in February. But what happened? Well, a few things. There's a perfect storm of BS here that culminated in a few really bad months after January. So the first one was that I thought that my success was purely from my skills. I thought that the reason I hit 30 wasn't because I was committed. It wasn't because of my personal habits. I wasn't going out and drinking every weekend because it snowed every weekend and I couldn't go party with my friends. I'm like, no, it's all skills. And so from there, basically what happened is the first week, let's say I projected 9 closes, maybe I hit 5. And I go, oh no, my ego is now up here and reality is down here again. For whatever reason. Maybe it's because I went out and partied again, which I did. Maybe it's because I wasn't committed, which I wasn't. Maybe it's because it wasn't all about the skill set. Maybe it was that time of year. People are just coming off of the holidays and they want to make a change. Whatever it is, there's many different forces at play. But when I realized I was behind, I go, oh crap. Time to overcompensate. This is what happens. We start overcompensating. So whereas before I was loose, I was having fun with people, I was talking and just like shooting the shit, and I was still getting it done, but because I was committed, I was like, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I knew my numbers every single day. I had everything that you could need to hit your numbers. I was tracking that shit in January. And then in February, I just kind of thought it was just all my skills. So everything that built me up, I just tossed it aside. But anyway, when you overcompensate on a call, back to the point, you tend to get pushy, you tend to get weird, you get stifled, you're more aggressive and you're kind of tight, and you're like, you have to buy, you son of a bitch. If you don't buy, I'm gonna come over here and find you. And what happens? You continue going down, and you're like, no. So there's many reasons why we can get into ruts. And they're all psychological, right? Like if you take you on your best day, when you're just closing everybody and you're feeling great and you're loose and you're in the flow and every single person you talk to, there's just like close, close, close. I've had entire weeks like that, months like that, and it's amazing. And then there's days where it's like nothing works. You know, you wake up, you stub your toe, you're like, ah, the day is just ruined from as soon as you wake up. And then it's just all downhill. And a lot of this comes to our state. Okay, so if you don't know how to influence your state, your emotional state, you're always going to be at the mercy of external circumstances when it comes to ruts. So what is your state? It comes from Tony Robbins. It's basically, what are you focusing on, right? So your emotional state is, are you certain? Are you anxious? Are you feeling positive? Are you feeling negative? Things like that. So what are you focusing on? What is the language that you're speaking, and you're speaking to yourself? What's your self-talk? How is your physiology? Are you working out? Are you moving? Are you sitting upright? Or are you like slumped back and you're waking up late and you're drinking and all this stuff? All of these different factors go into your state. And your state, there's this idea, a law, if you will. They call it the law of state transference. And so in that January month, when I was super committed, I'm like, this is going to work. I'm going to hit it. Very committed, very certain. When you're talking to people, yeah, like, you have to do this. It's a different type of energy. It's like that state transfers to the other person. And that's actually what makes them buy. Sure, there's a bunch of logic above it. You think of like the iceberg. The state is the bottom of the iceberg. And what you say is like the tiny little piece that you see. So if you know how to influence your state, the outcome is that you can easily get yourself out of ruts. And you can stay winning. You can stay in that hot streak. And this is one of the things I help people with my coaching. But long story short, make sure that you take care of yourself, that your habits are dialed in. I made a video about this before, linked up here. So take care of yourself. Be like, when you set a goal, don't just want the goal. Set something that you can commit to, that you're for sure going to hit, and have a good reason for it. I mean, my reason wasn't the greatest. I just want to beat everybody else on the team. But guess what? Sometimes you can have dark energy, which is like competitive, like I want to beat everyone else, I want to be the best. And then you can have like light energy, which is gratitude driven or vision or purpose driven. And most people are actually more towards the dark. So just, you got to use whatever fuel you can. Some of it just burns better. So anyway, with that said, hopefully this video helped. I didn't just ramble. And if you have any questions about getting out of ruts, comment them below. Happy to make more videos about this. Maybe they'll be more succinct, maybe they won't, I don't know. But check out some of the other videos. I got a lot of playlists now, and I'll talk to you later.